Alright, we're gonna do another little post-workout clarity. This one's just keep going. I can relate to most everybody. I was in the military, combat veteran, PTSD, grew up poor, got abandonment issues, don't have a relationship with either one of my parents. Been broke as an adult more than I haven't been. Made poor decisions, made good decisions, been taken advantage of for money, been domestically abused, in a relationship, stayed in relationships I didn't belong in, so I can kind of relate to just about anybody. It was 2015, I just got divorced. Well, I went from tucking my kids in every night to seeing them every other weekend and living 50 miles away because it's all I could afford while paying alimony, child support, all that stuff. And it was the hardest thing in the world. And every day I'd come home and I'd get a 6-pack of High Life because it was cheap. And I'd sit on the porch and chain smoke cigarettes and drink the beers before they get cold. It was either that or 240s. And in hindsight, it was stupid. It only propelled me into depression more. The meds that doctors were giving me for anti-anxiety, anti-depression, my health because everything was hurting, just spiraled me more. Made me feel like a zombie. Made me feel like I wanted to die. I'd go sit on cliffs out in Shenandoah. It was supposed to be therapeutic, and I would just sit there and contemplate jumping because I was a burden to everybody. In my head, I was a burden. I was a failure. My kids would have been better off without me in my head. Obviously, that was my darkness. That was, shit not being okay with my head. And it was great for me to be alone out there and away from the friends and away from the bars and away from all of that, but it was also probably the hardest thing I've ever done. And I eventually moved closer and closer and got healthier and healthier with my mental health, staying in therapy, getting off those scripts, finding healthier avenues for it. But just, keep going, keep showing up. Find something positive to hold on to. Stop posting the negative stuff because it's only going to hurt your head. Post positive stuff. I've deleted so many posts that I was like, hey, that's not a good look. Hey, that's not what I want to say. Hey, that's not the tonality. The streaming thing's put me in more debt, but the way I see it is I'm betting on myself. I know I can pull this off. I know I can be successful. I know there's a place for me in streaming. It's just a matter of time, and maybe I shouldn't have done what I did. Maybe the lights and the pyro and the extra beefy PC all is too much. We're here now. Put the pressure on myself. I'm gonna square up and face it. And the momentum we've been building lately is crazy. Thanks to the people that've been here all along. But I just wanted to take a quick note and say, whatever you're going through, whatever is going on in your life, whether it's out of work, shit, last spring I got fired because streaming was a priority. And the job didn't like it. So they canned me. What I do, after I was unemployed for 5-6 weeks, I doubled down. I streamed twice a day. I was streaming daytime and nighttime. I was streaming all the time. I was streaming more than I was applying to jobs because I knew the job would figure itself out just based on the career I have. But streaming is what I want to do. Streaming is what I love to do. And, trying to make people's day a little bit brighter, a little bit better. That's what I want. So if you ever need anything, I prefer you not come stream because I'm an empath. It affects my vibes. If I see you struggling, if I see you hurting, it's going to affect the stream. Hit me up offline. I'll spend the time with you. Someone wants you here, and that someone might not even be present in your life right now. It might be the significant other you find it might be the significant other you find it 7 to 10 years after. After you're finally at your end and you don't want anything with anyone, she shows up and she makes everything better. Everything. You face some of the hardest trials with her, and you just keep showing up because you can't let her down. I've been there, man. I've been there in the last couple of years. When I lost that job, I didn't know how to tell her. I was crying for hours in my utility room, in my stream room, not knowing how I would tell her. And I was thinking, maybe this is it. Maybe this is finally it. Maybe I finally had enough. Maybe it's time to call it and just get out of everybody's way. Everything's not good now. I deal with a lot of stress on a daily basis. It's 9:15, I'm not at work. But just keep showing up. Find something to cling to. If that's a person, great. If it's not a person, you're your person. Be your own fucking superhero. Show up every day until someone shows up to help you out with the load. I love you guys. Be well. Just keep going.